Well, today I had to delete my first video on YouTube ever. Paystreak broke the freaking internet, right? I screwed up. I was testing a machine and I was testing the Legend against the Simplex, and the Simplex seemed to be doing better. But you must understand that the Legend um, has tone breaks, and the tone breaks are kind of funky. They're at 11, so it's really mild on iron if you're whatever tone you have, right? Um, it's mild on iron. It's really quiet in iron at 11. So to get those tougher gold targets like those bracelets, necklaces, which are almost impossible to find. They are possible. I mean, you do find gold necklaces and bracelets, but you have to dig a lot of frickin' junk to find gold necklaces and bracelets. There's a reality to digging gold up. Period. Any kind of gold. You have to dig a lot of junk, and because it's in the junk range, right? It's in the foil range, and a lot of times the pull tab range, or even the bottle cap range too. You never know. Gold just does some weird stuff when it's in the ground, and you must understand that the Note the Legend has tone breaks, and you can drop that tone break down, to adjust it to your sight. And if you're falsing on nails, just raise it up a little bit, drop it down a little bit if you're not falsing on too many nails. But and with the tone break, you are going to get deeper targets. You're going to get deeper foil, and you're going to probably false on a few nails. You're going to be digging up a few nails with the tone break setting down, right? The Simplex is so simple. It doesn't have tone breaks. It doesn't have tone volumes. It doesn't have pitch. You can't adjust the pitch of your tones. So it's a simple machine, and I'm used to the Simplex, and you get to learn those tones, those crackly tones on those that foil and whatnot. And with the Legend, it does not have a bottle cap reject, but it rejects bottle caps at different frequencies and in different modes and at different recovery speeds, just like the Equinox, just clear as day, But they're going to be coming out with an update here on the Note the Legend, and it'll probably be a little bit different. The tone break might operate differently on nails. So, but you're still gonna have to adjust the tone breaks. On all my machines. All my machines that I've had tone breaks on, I've had to adjust the tone breaks. So we're all learning about this machine, and I wanted to show you guys, an experience that I had with the Simplex. But I kind of jumped the gun a little bit with that video. You must understand that the Legend is a lot more complicated than the Simplex. The Simplex crackles on those nails, and it pops and crackles, and you dig up a lot of nails with the Simplex because it's biased towards iron a lot more. And the Simplex, that rejection level, the rejection patterns are in segments of 5. So there's not really that fine tuning on the Simplex that the Legend has. The Legend, you can do it one segment at a time, and it's a fine balance, with that tone break. I can discriminate that out, but when you discriminate, you are notching that completely out, so you're not going to get any tone on it whatsoever, right? So if you have your notch pattern at 11, you're not going to be hitting on much gold. So you're not going to be hitting on those small gold bracelets and necklaces. But gold rings, they're easy to find for any detector, man. Gold rings are freaking easy to hit on. If they're laying flat, they're on their edge a little bit harder, you get an iffy tone. But all machines hit on gold rings really good. No machines hit on bracelets or necklaces unless you have it dialed in to hit on bracelets and necklaces. You just got to dig all the trash, all those little bits of foil to dig those gold bracelets and necklaces, man. I can't tell you how many pieces of foil I dig out versus how many gold necklaces and bracelets I dig out. I don't even know why I dig the foil out. Right? It's just necklaces and bracelets that are not very common in my area, in parks, in schools, and curb strips, in the place that I hunt. If you're at the beach, drop that tone breakdown to where you're getting a lot more foil and you're crackling on the iron a little bit, but you'll learn those tones, the crackling on the iron, and you know, you'll probably hit on some gold, right? Hopefully that can change with this smaller coil that's coming out. This smaller coil is, I'm really excited about this small coil coming out. I've never been so excited about a piece of equipment coming out than that 6-inch coil for the Nokta Legend, period. I wasn't really excited about the Deus 2 coming out. You know, I'm sure it does perform well, but I wasn't really excited about it because I have to learn the machine and all the modes and all the settings and stuff. So many settings, right? With the Nokta Legend, it's a lot simpler machine to use than the Deus 2. Believe me, man. I was smacking coins out my first day with the Legend and hitting on deeper targets there. With the Deus 2, not so much, right? It struggles in a lot of areas and you have to dial that machine in. With the Legend, a lot simpler, fewer modes, discrimination patterns are a lot easier to understand. You know, it's not so confusing. So just wanted to clarify that. Paystreak Superfreak broke the internet, caused a big commotion, so I had to delete a video. It was a good video showing the difference of the Simplex to the Legend, how simple and how awesome the Simplex is. I get nails too, right? I should probably do a test on that. The difference between the stock program on the Legend in some iron and the Simplex. Simplex falls on nails, man. I dig up a lot of nails with the Simplex. How many nails have I dug up with the Legend? One nail. One nail. That says a lot about the Legend, right? And it will hit on gold. It'll hit on rings. It'll hit on jewelry. It's really good. You just got to dial it in. We got to learn this machine a lot more because there's a lot more settings than the Simplex, right? And is this a better machine than the Simplex? Hell yeah. Is it deeper than the Simplex? I think so. Is it more versatile than the Simplex? I don't think so because it only has an 11-inch coil right now. Once we get that 6-inch coil out here or a different coil for that Legend, bring it the hell on, man. Bring it the hell on. That's when I'm going to start smacking some targets out big time. Big time, right? I'm not into big coils. You know, big coils are not really my fancy. You know, I like getting the small jewelry out, and I'm sure that smaller coil on the Legend will hit smaller jewelry like that bracelet and necklaces a lot better than an 11-inch coil. Any detector with a smaller coil, you will have a much better chance at hitting small bracelets and jewelry and necklaces than a big coil. Just plain and simple. And multi-frequency machines do a lot better on some gold targets, right? Especially in the saltwater. Saltwater, that's really where multi-frequencies thrive. Multi-frequency machines do not thrive in the trash. Don't let anybody tell you different, right? I have a lot of years experience. Multi-frequency machines struggle in the trash no matter what size of coil on it. But once this 6-inch coil comes out, who knows? It might be a lot different from the Equinox. That 6-inch Equinox just falls on iron something fierce no matter what you do in the iron, right? This Legend is a lot newer technology than the Equinox, so we must understand that too. I might be able to dial this 6-inch Legend coil in a lot better, and it might false a lot less. I mean, right now as it is, the 11-inch coil is falsing way less than the Equinox on nails, right? So I'm not digging up nails with the Legend. I was digging a lot of nails with the Equinox, man. It gets monotonous when you're digging out nails all day long with the machine, right? I know multi-frequency machines very well. I've been testing machines for a lot of freaking years, man. And multi-frequency machines struggle in the hard, the extreme trash, right? Single frequency machine, which the Legend is, it is a single frequency machine too. So you can drop that into a single frequency operation and hit out on those higher conductive targets or those lower conductive targets, right? You know, separate those targets out and just hit on the high conductors on one pass, then come back and hit on the low conductors, right? Well, thank you for watching. Please subscribe.